Are my eyes looking in different directions?
Was I staring?
Damn you. You're good. What do you call an 8-legged cat?
What?
An octopussy.
Oh.
That's oral terrible. I'm embracing the letter R because in New Zealand we don't believe in pronouncing it.
No, it's very confusing for...
Instead of car, we say car. Instead of Mark, we say Mark.
It's kind of like being in Boston.
Huh. We're like Boston.
You're Bostonians.
I don't know nothing about Boston.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Do we want to be like Boston? Is this a compliment?
That depends. Do you have anything sharp on you?
The electric knife's in the kitchen.
Yes, it's a compliment.
So, this week's crafty section, because, you know, we, yes, it would be like the Cheers bar, she said, paying attention. We're going to do some crafty ideas, some crafty... Oh, where's the glue? I've thought about making glue sniffing jokes, actually, but it's an extremely poor taste.
Is it? Is that a problem here?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, solvent abuse.
Oh.
What would... If Whitney Houston would say, crackers whack, what would I say about you? What would you say about Yoo-Hoo Glue?
Yoo-Hoo Glue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, Yoo-Hoo Glue is like a glue stick. You probably wouldn't huff Yoo-Hoo Glue. What would the crackers whack? Glue is poo? Glue is poo, y'all. Don't huff glue. Get some real drugs. Fucking hell.
You're right.
Oh, it's real sad. And then when you like huff that, oh, actually, there's Sophie over there. Oh, apparently Mia Quimby talks like a Bostonian, and so does JFK.
Yeah, well, JFK's from... No, he's not from Boston. He was from...
Does he talk like a Bostonian?
Maybe he does.
I don't know.
They were from... No, they were from Connecticut or Maine or up that way.
Up the Connecticut.
Boston.
Sounds
Boston. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Yeah. I need to go find... I'm pretty sure I remember where I left the glue. I'll be back in a moment. I'll leave you in Tyrone's capable hands.
I'll handle this then. I will give you good TV. I'll give you television. I will give you eyes of blue.
Oh, where's the glue?
Oh my god. Alright, so if anybody's out there, help me.
I don't know where the glue is.
You had the glue earlier.
I found the glue.
Oh, thank God.
Found the glue.
LaQuisha's found the glue.
It's a special Tiger Grip glue. I'm going to come right up to the camera because the packaging is so amazing. Rah! Rah! This Tiger Grip glue. So, do you want to make one as well?
Absolutely.
Let me get the Let me get you one. Oh!
That is serious glue. It's good for paper, hardwood, carpets,
Merkins,
leather and canvas.
I don't know, just leather. I just think
carpets and leather. You know, I can't remember the last time I thought, God, I need some
leather. Do you know what was brighten this room up?
Some leather tacked down to this carpet.
That's delicious.
Sassy.
So, you know, because I'm so environmentally sound, I thought what I would show people to do is how to reuse your birthday card from last year. And you've got a card too.
Yes, thank you.
You've actually got a fresh card.
Oh.
Yeah. Because no one gave you a card, so I got you one.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
They don't love you.
So this is a really, this is a card I got for my birthday, and it actually plays Don't Worry, Be Happy when you open it. Yeah, that's pretty hateful. So that's great. So what you need for this project, and I'm putting this stuff on Etsy for like really ridiculous amounts of money. Fingers crossed I'll get reported to Regretsy. I'm just going to say it. I want to be on Regretsy.
Yeah, that's where the real fame is.
Right? Mm. Any old talented person can make some beautiful craft. It takes real talent to make some shitty craft. So we've got our cards from last year, or in Tyrone's case, his new card. And a pair of scissors. These are my special angel scissors. I did have them. kind of fairy sisters do that.
That's lovely.
It's so awful. You know those women who just... I said it before, I'll say it again. This won't make your husband sexually interested in you. Attention, spotlight shoppers on the make your own teddy bear aisle. So the worst thing is I love it there. Yeah, and what does that say? And the other thing you'll need is your 2011 cat calendar. Because the pussies are so wonderful. You're like, I don't want to get rid of these pussies, but I don't want last year's dates either. So, and so what you do is you find a pussy picture that you like. Basically, you're going to cut the shit out and glue it onto the card. It doesn't require a lot of me kind of...
I love it.
Talking it along. But unlike Martha Stewart, I don't have a conviction. Just saying. She went to jail for fraud. What is it with white women? You've got enough, bitch. You don't need to embezzle some more. Oh, look at this handsome kitty. Oh, I want this handsome kitty.
I don't think that pussy will fit on my card.
Okay, well, it's going to fit on my card.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just going to let Tyrone choose a pussy. He's so handsome and majestic and upside down. There we go, here's my handsome pussy. I think I'm calling Dave. So what I'm going to do is shut the laptop. To do some Mug Vickers. Mug Vickers. I've got a great joke. How does Moses make his tea?
How?
He brews it. It's terrible.
Fair enough. Oh look, I want a black pussy.
Tyrone's chosen a black pussy. What's my pussy? He's a tiger. Rawr. Wow, that cat looks like it's getting electrocuted.
I know.
Ah! See, this is a shitty calendar that I got from the $2 shop, and I put it in my kitchen, and then, like, immediately, the next day I got up and it was like this, because the cricket paper just folded down. But that's okay, because I just got some paper clips, and just paper clipped that shit right back up, and blue tacked it to the wall. Blue tacked it to the wall. Blue tack solves a multitude of sins. So what I'm going to do is get my card, and get my lovely Tiger Grip glue, and on this... My mother got me this card. Bless her. So I'm just going to put some glue on my little friend here. Because don't worry about turning another year older. I'm untroubled by my age.
I've opted against the purely black one. I like some of them.
There's a cute little kitty. Hey, look, it does what I do with my eyeshadow. It has like the light in the middle to make his eyes more apart.
Oh.
I'm sure cats think about these things.
It's good that they do.
Yeah. So I've got my glue and I've got my big pussy, and I'm just going to aim for his face and just go bang and glue that shit down. There we go. You can't see that because the laptop's in the way. And then I'm just going to get my little scissors and carefully cut around the edge of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if this is like the... I mean, probably you should like measure it up and stuff, but this way you kind of kill two birds with one stone. I wonder how many stones of weight is going to kill Paula Jane. Oh, that's cold. Hey, so I was thinking, because we come to people from the future, and New Zealand's in a weird time vortex anyway, maybe next week we'll do a section about, news from the future. And I was wondering how many minutes or hours or years in the future we should be. Oh. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only funny if it's not too far in the future.
Yeah, no, that's like sci-fi.
If it's a week and a half, that's kind of funny.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because, Max Headroom came 20 minutes in the future.
Oh, was that Max?
Yeah.
Was it 20?
Yeah, it was 20 minutes in the future.
Oh.
I always loved that.
How funny.
Yeah.
Poor Max. He used to be famous.
Yeah, but then they had that whole new Coke, old Coke thing.
Right. That whole new Coke, old Coke killed a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, there were some ad executives who had to give their Ferraris back.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was an 87 crash all over again. It was their personal 87 crash. There we go, and now it's a pussy card. See? Rawr, tiger. Okay, so kind of part of the other thing is that it still says, "Dear LaQuisha, have a great birthday, love Mum and Dad." So we're going to put some plain paper inside so that we can just cover up.
Oh my god.
Bobby's running out of
What I think is interesting is that song was freaking awful within a month of it being released.
Right.
And to put that on a card really doesn't say I love you. I'm sorry. I know that came from your mother. But you need to know she don't love you.
We don't have the closest relationship. You're welcome. So I've got some plain paper which is off camera, of course, because she's not very organised at the best of times.
So I'm going to keep cutting.
Okay.
So
this is my special dream journal where I write about my hopes and dreams. I wonder if it's... I do this like hippy dippy shit. I have to find something that's like okay to show though, because it's like really personal. It's like so personal. See like little... here we go. Oh no, it's at 150 bits BPS. No one can read this. It's like my mind map of my thing. I did this like 10 years ago. But it says here, I am a big drag queen. It also says house and Saab. I don't see no house, I don't see no Saab.
There have been a lot of tears though.
Right. Yeah, so the kind of the thing with that, the secret, is that it works best if you're kind of middle class.
It's true.
It's like the secret of the secret.
The secret of the secret is basically all of your foundational needs have to be met.
Right.
Like shelter, food.
Oh my god, look at this house I found and I totally stalked it. It's so 60s. Oh, right. It's like my dream house. And I thought that was pretty fab too.
What is that?
It's like just a sign. No, I know that this is like worse than radio. I know you can't see this at 150 kilobits per second. Anyway, so like dream journals are really great, and you can like dream about things and stuff.
Well, I believe in that, and once you put it into your dream journal, you kind of make it a little bit real.
Girl, this is how I dream.
So the universe can start sending it to you.
I dream of this curtain fabric. Universe, ding 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 ding, ching ching.
Nyom yo rei hey kyo.
Kumbaya, my lord, send me curtains. Kumbaya, my lord, my drapes are drab.
Exactly. Oh, you are so Oprah right now.
I am Oprah, and if you look under your seats, you've all got keys for SUV. Oh!
You get a card, you get a card. Woo!
Oh, this is great. Oh my god, this is like memories in the corner of my mind. Anyway, I think we're down to... Anyway, back to the point of this. I just needed some paper. Oh, my wrists aren't as strong as I thought. There we go. How's your card, Tyrone?
Oh, my card is... I'm loving the little...
Oh, it's a cute kitty card.
I love it.
It's adorable. Can we put it on Etsy? You have to start an Etsy store.
I'll start an Etsy store.
Yes. Tonight. Won't be just any night. Oh, that screensaver kept coming on. A Hebrew was a male teabag. That kind of makes See, part of the reason I want to be a member of the United States of the mass media is that I'm lazy and I want to get on this I'm number one action without actually having to do any work.
And that's kind of what we do in the United States of media.
Yeah.
All you have to do is look at, I don't know, the Kardashians.
Oh. They actually give me a lot of it's actually really terrifying. Their makeup's a real drag.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like drag queens are attracted to their eye makeup.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting some more glue.
Mommy!
Glue is poo, y'all. Glue is poo. Don't huff. You'll die with glue. Glue. If you like, you could draw obscene pictures with the glue, but the problem is that if anyone ever rips it off, like that time we put that big cock behind the wallpaper and then we went to redecorate and pulled it down and there was this like big cock. Yeah. Rooster, what did you think, animal? So what I'm going to do is I've got Rooster. I've got glue on both sides and I made a little fold and I'm just going to put it in and just shut the card onto my paper like that. So Mr. Pussy Puss has got his... Oh my god, how much should I put this on Etsy for? $59? US?
Yeah, definitely.
You know my postage is outrageous as well, right? It was like you could like select different postages for where in the world it went. I was like, well, if I just put it really high,
it doesn't matter where it goes.
Right.
That's what all the big companies do.
When I see free postage on websites, I'm like, no. That just means they built it into the price.
Yeah.
No one gives nothing away for free.
Nothing.
Except people you don't want, like Jehovah's Witnesses, are always coming around with their free...
And that ain't free, you gotta talk to them. It costs you.
I had some Mormon boys coming over quite a lot at one stage. They got a bit excited. They thought I was going to convert. And I assured them that if I did feel the urge, the opportunity would present itself very shortly. You guys are always coming over. I totally know how to get in touch with you if I want to get in on some of that Joseph Smith action. They showed me the org chart, and it was a lot of old white men.
Yeah, which is why I think it's really interesting that the Maori seem to have resonated so much with...
I didn't find out about that shitty bit in the Book of Mormon until you told me. It's like the best kept secret here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That secret is basically if you're of color, you ain't getting into their heaven.
Yeah, they're not shouting that off the rooftop. So they were showing me the org chart, and there was this like old white guy at the top, and I was like, well, who does he talk to? And they were like, he talks to God. And I was like, is he taking his meds? Yeah. I don't think he's complying if he's talking to God. Last time I talked to God was in 1995 on a really bad acid trip. Acid is schmacid, whack, y'all. You know, it only really works with crack. Yeah. Acid is, MDMA is...
Is Madonna's shitty album.
Oh, it's so shitty. Like, I heard it the other day and I was like, I would not pay for this.
I did.
Did you?
I fell for it.
Oh.
No, I know.
But there's a couple of catchy tracks.
Here's what I think. At this point in Madonna's career, albums are a lost leader to get them into her concerts where she makes all of her money.
She must be the last person on earth making money. Oh, no. Lady Gaga.
Well, if you are putting on a concert, that's where all the money is.
Huh.
And she sells out. Big concerts. When was the last time that heifer had a real hit? And yet, she goes on tour and she'll sell out a stadium. Kind of like Prince. Oh, sorry.
She's a working artist.
Yeah.
Artist might be overstating it. She's a working entertainer. Oh,
Look. Don't nobody better say nothing bad about Madonna. Love me some Madonna. Just don't turn your back on her. Fingers stickier than a booger in a jar of honey.
So now we've got Mr. Snuggle Puss on front, and I've glued some paint paper inside. And it, oh no. And it still plays that song that says,
I don't really love you.
Oh, Barry might have gone fat. I'm still putting it on Etsy.
Oh, even better.
It's Mr. Fluffy Cat card. Do you want to glue some plain paper inside your card?
It doesn't
need it.
No. Thanks.
I should have told you. Well, I didn't really know what craft. I was going to make pop-up cards, but it required some planning.
Yeah.
And here we are. I was tortured by this song. Oh, but the other thing I've got is some stickers. And you can just put some stickers on.
Oh, can I put them on my kitty's eyes?
You're totally right. Oh my god, laser eyes.
Alright, so speaking of people coming to your door selling you stuff, in the States, there's always... Oh, that's genius. There's guys in refrigerated trucks that are selling, like, steaks.
The meat truck.
The meat truck.
I've already seen this on TV.
So it's not like It's not like an ice cream truck where there's a bell and you're like, oh,
Mom, I want a hamburger.
No, but
Buy me a hamburger with a thing.
they're kind of selling it, and often they go door to door with their little pitch. So it starts with me in the drive-through for the bank, because we do have bank drive-throughs.
Whole bank drive-through.
Yeah.
Wow.
If it can be bought, it can be bought without getting out of your car.
I want a bank drive-through. I had to walk to the bank to get pins put on my card the other day. Can I derail your story just for a moment?
Pins put on your car?
So your personal identification number.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah. And so I was trying to pay for my massage from lovely Bohemian Cosmos, and it turned out I had not put a pin on my card, and so I couldn't pay for it. And so I went to the ATM and put my credit card in, and that failed as well. I was like, oh, that's a bit awkward, and he was fine, and I paid it the next day. But then kind of like 20 minutes later, I was at McDonald's ordering enough food for a family of 3. I just pretend that I'm getting it from my flatmates. I'm like at the drive-thru, and I'm like, could I get like quarter pounder Mc, fatty, fat. And I'm like, what do you want? She said, talking to the car seat. And a 12-pack of nuggets with sweet and sour. And so I paid for it on my credit card, and like, I wasn't even up to the second window, and I get a call from my bank going, we just want to confirm this transaction. Right? Because they'd seen this failed PIN thing in an ATM and some software. And I was like, oh, I just feel so much love from the initial bank right now. And I said, I know I'm being creepy, I'm sorry.
And they bought that?
Well, I've authorised the transaction.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm at McDonald's. Yeah, no, totally. Because, you know, they called my cell phone, so I couldn't have been anyone else.
Oh, okay.
Unless the burglar got my cell phone too. There's a hole in their system. So if you're going to steal someone's credit... Oh, my God. If you're going to steal someone's credit card, get their cell phone too, and when the bank calls to authorise the transaction, just pretend you're them.
I had a friend who worked for Bank of America.
I can't believe I just gave that advice.
I know, that's why I'm moving on quickly.
Don't do that.
I had a friend who worked in the fraud department at Bank of America.
Yeah.
And the Bush girls, George Bush's daughters, were on vacation somewhere in Europe. And so all of a sudden there were these charges in London, then France, and then Spain. And so, of course, it looked like someone had gotten a hold of the card, and so they blocked it.
Jenna and Barbara's cards got blocked.
Yes.
Oh.
How about this? And my friend gets the call, and she's like, I'm sorry, I need to speak to Jenna. Who is this? And it was some Secret Service person. And, well, the problem was, she said, that the address listed was their address in Texas. Mm-hmm. If it had said 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, we all would have known that was the White House.
Right.
So, but it was some Texas address. She's like, look, I don't know who you are, but I need to speak to Jenna. Sister girl got all up in the business. And
I need to speak to Jenna Barbara Bush.
Yes.
Jenna Barbara Bush.
Oh my God. So of course they ironed it out, fixed it, but then they ended up blocking the card again because the girls were still on vacation.
Is this an episode of White Girls?
Yes. Oh.
I know, isn't it pretty? Oh, I love the cat. Tyrone's pussy is so beautiful.
It's been puss-jazzled.
It's been pussy-jazzled. Cousin Kate is awesome. Oh, that's your cousin Kate. Kate?
Kate Bush?
Kate Bush? Who's Kate Bush?
They're running up that hill. You don't know Kate Bush?
Apparently not.
She's British. It's the same thing, really. You have the queen on your money. Is she really a cousin to the Bushes?
I'll look it up later. They make a nice fan too. Fanning the flames with my faggotry. That's what Karl Lagerfeld does. That's Margaret Cho's joke as well.
Yes.
Right? I'm not even going to steal her jokes. People will know. Love you, Margaret Cho. Actually, really, I love you a lot. Oh my God, George W. and Diana Spencer were 16th cousins.
Who's Diana Spencer?
Princess Diana.
Oh. I didn't know she had a last name.
Right, well, no, that's a easy mistake to make. Apparently the Queen's got it last night, I don't know.
So does Cher.
Madonna probably had it at one stage too.
Oh, I know. Tony.
Remember when she went to that music video and forgot to put her pants on and no one said anything?
That's how famous I want to be. I want to be so famous that no one can tell me no. I want to be just like Aretha Franklin. Have you ever seen her live appearances?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not live.
Here's the deal. Sister Girl is big, and she doesn't seem to know that. Like,
I'm sure I can't relate.
Oh, no, you're fine. The deal is, if you're 300 pounds, what is that in stone? If you're 17 stone, anything backless gives you the same amount of cleavage as the front.
Oh.
And nobody seems to be able to tell her no.
Oh. See, if you got that situation, you need to wear some kind of clothes over your situation and not have it out.
Yeah, I saw her do a telethon for the UNCF, United Negro College Fund. And first of all, she was growling her way through Save the Best for Last, which is wrong. What did Vanessa Williams ever do to her? And she was wearing a tutu. See?
Is she
tights and the little thing.
Like, she thought she'd be like Horsey Face from Sex and the City.
Yeah, no.
That's so unkind. She's not Horsey Face.
All I know is
Sarah Jessica Parker, come to me at last.
Riri had no business in tights. And I'm not a sizist.
Right.
I'm just saying, unless you're skinny, nobody looks good in tights and a tutu.
No. I feel like I derailed something a few conversational topics back.
Oh, no, that's the way these things work.
Oh, okay, that was good. It was before the bushes and stuff.
Oh, so it was the meat truck.
The meat truck! Oh
meat
my God,
truck.
the meat truck.
So I'm in the drive-thru, waiting to get up to the bank, and the meat truck starts beeping at me. And these guys are saying, hey man, we got some meat. We got some really good high quality steaks. And I'm thinking, I don't buy meat off the back of anybody's truck. That's got bad business written all over it. Right. And so I'm like, no, thanks. And they kept at me. No, they're really high quality. So I thought, all right, let me try to brush these guys off. No thanks, I'm a vegetarian. Oh, it don't matter what religion you are. Lord Jesus. I don't want any steaks. Then I had to get rude. So not a week later, a different set of meat guys show up at my house. Knock, and they're like, oh, your neighbors just bought some meat. No, they didn't. My neighbors know better than to buy meat off the back of the truck. We don't do that. Your neighbors just bought some, and they said you might be interested. And I thought, oh, this is too easy. I'm going for it. No thanks, I'm a Presbyterian. Slam!
When I'm at social gatherings, we might be receiving a guest shortly. To get some wine or something. It's complicated. It's complicated for them. When I'm at a social gathering, what I like to do is find the meatiest meat plate and then offer it to everyone, and then you find out who the vegetarian is, because instead of saying no thank you, they say, I'm a vegetarian!
Right. Which is basically, I'm so hungry!
Just eat the meat. Yeah, it's good. I had some. I'm fine.
Mostly.
That implant. Damn it. If you're wearing a nicotine patch and you slap a little bit, it makes your blood rush to your skin, and then more nicotine goes in your blood.
Oh, that is good to know.
It's good to bruises as well. Yeah, probably don't want to do that if you're haemophiliac either. Oh, Charlie might be joining us on Skype. Yeah, I want to say yes. I haven't. Oh no, totally yes. Let me just sign in on the computer. Sorry, I just had to think about the technicalities of that for a second because we've got a new high class Sony Hi8. So high class. It's a little bit different. Did we turn autofocus on? I don't even know anymore.